Hey guys, so I was involved in this workout fundraiser and I'm here with Clay. He is the guy that's behind Just One Africa. So we're going to learn more about what Just One Africa is and what they're doing. So go ahead, tell us more about your
organization. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and watching what we're doing. We just participated in Burn for Change at the Burn BootCamp in Alpharetta. And it was a organizational event that we used to raise funds for clean water in Kenya. And Just One Africa is a nonprofit. We work in Kenya, distributing water filters, as well as doing sustainable projects for organizations like rescue centers and schools, orphanages, things like that. So we're helping them to raise funds so that they don't have to rely on us 100% of the time.
Okay, so Clay, how long has Just One Africa been in operation and why Kenya? What made you start this for Kenya?
It started in 2012 on a youth missions trip, and we fell in love with an amazing woman in Western Kenya, in Bondo, in the Siaya County, who was taking care of about 70 orphans, had an amazing passion and desire to help these kids, but just lacked the resources to do it. And we came home and we said, we got to do something, we got to help. And it was birthed out of that trip, and that was in 2012, and we have been back 2 to 3 times a year since then, and it's been a phenomenal time being able to partner with local Kenyans, helping them to pick themselves up and helping them to create their own income from within, as well as providing clean water. And that's what we're really focusing on today, is the clean water side of it.
Okay, so what communities have you specifically worked with? Because Kenya is a huge country, as you know by now.
It is. It's a beautiful country.
So what cities have received the filters for water?
So we started in Siaya County, Western Kenya, Nyanza province, and we are working in Kisumu, Homo Bay, Bondo, all of Siaya area. And we also have partners in Kajabi and Maimahiu, as well as all of Amboseli and Maasai land out in Voi and towards Mombasa, but mostly in the Amboseli, Kimana, Loitokitok area. Those are the main areas that we focus in. Then we've also got filters all over Nairobi, in Kibera, and then in northern Kenya as well.
And how do the filters get distributed? Are you giving them to the government? Is this government initiative?
That's a fantastic question. And we have realized that when we work with the local leaders on the ground who live in those communities, and we use them to, or we partner with them to help us organize distributions in their communities. So we are putting the filters in the hands of the people who are taking them home. We are not putting them in the government's hands and giving it to the government to control and distribute, or even the local chiefs and district chiefs. We're actually partnering with the chiefs and the district chiefs to organize small groups of 100 or so, and we distribute the filters actually to the people who are getting them.
Awesome, that's amazing. Now, besides the water project, what other things do you do? Because I know you'd mentioned a couple of other
things. We do a lot with sustainability. Our heart is to help the local leaders in Kenya who are taking care of vulnerable children. We want to help them to become sustainable so they are not relying on outside well-wishers and those taking care of them and helping them. We want to give them the opportunity and empower them to create their own funds. But we do a lot of building projects as well, whether it's a school and helping them to expand. We do a lot of sanitation and bathrooms. We do dormitories and rescue centers and helping them purchase property or helping them purchase buildings so that they can take care and do a better job of what they are already doing.
And you've been doing an amazing job. How have you been funding all this?
It's all through people like you.
Donations.
It's all coming from donations from local people in the States helping local people in Kenya.
So guys, you hear, this is Clay, who visited Kenya, fell in love with the country. He is doing so much for our community. So I'm challenging you to become a part of him impacting our country in a positive way. He lives here in Alpharetta. He and his wife have made this such an amazing organization. The goal was to raise $10,000, and they partnered up with Burn BootCamp, which is a gym franchise in the US, and they put together this amazing event. The goal was 10 grand. They raised I think we're at 15.
A little over 15,000.
15,000. So people are willing to help our community, and we need to do more, especially when we have organizations like Just One Africa that are really, really taking the money and doing what they say they will. So sharing a little bit of this, I will share the link above this video. Click on it, make a donation, $10, 1,000 bob, whatever you can afford, because it's going back to the community.
It all helps. Right now, for our year-end campaign, we are raising funds for 1,000 filters. And if you go to justoneafrica.org, there's a story about Jacqueline. She's an amazing girl who was rescued from FGM and early childhood marriage. She found, she was rescued by Hope Beyond Rescue Center, and she is doing great. And through the Clean Water program, her community has now seen the benefits of the clean water, but they are asking, what else can we do? And we've been talking to them about stopping the FGM practices and stopping early childhood marriage and getting these girls in school so that they can empower themselves and they can grow up and have a good education and be able to come back and help their own communities. And through that Clean Water program, it is doing amazing things to open those doors to let those local leaders know what we are doing and how we can help them. But it's not just about us. We're not walking in saying we're American, we can save the day. We are partnering with those local leaders on the ground that are already doing this. And so you can help us help Kenya. And I know many of you guys are out there are Kenyan that are following Jane and her amazing workouts, things like that. We're really excited to partner with her. But it's all about everyone playing a part, a small part or a big part. But through Just One Africa, we are making a huge difference in saving lives in Kenya.
Awesome, awesome. So just so you know, I am so honored to be involved with Clay and all the amazing things he's doing. I put together a team of 10 people. We showed up today. We had fun at the workouts. We enjoyed all this, and we were only 10 Kenyans out of how many people signed up? Do you know?
There were a little over 100.
Yeah, so imagine 10 Kenyans were 10% of the people that showed up. People who have nothing to do with our country are coming to help us. So again, I'm challenging you, if you've been wanting to do more for the community, here is a good way of doing it. I'm co-signing this project because I know it's making an impact in our community. So
go to justoneafrica.org and watch that video. It's an amazing video of how clean water is impacting these communities.
I'm going to share the link up top.
Awesome.
Well, thanks, Clay.
Thank
and guys,
you.
I'm
Thank you so much.
I'm going to keep talking to you about this. So stay tuned. I'll be mentioning this a lot. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Bye. Fantastic.